You know, I wanted to be like a calm, skilled, wholesome kind of player. I wanted to be respected by the people. And yet, this game keeps making a fool out of me! Aim for the sun. No! Let's go. Oh.こっちこっちこっちこっちこっちこっち。Yeah! No! 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 やめてもらって！やめてもらって！Oh my god, the heartbeat in the Pro controller. I don't know if it's sexually arousing me or giving me anxiety.
If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of Takanashi Kiara, best girl of hololive English. But soon after the stream, she quit Super Mario 64.
Single-handedly. Going to kill you, Mario. I will kill you. And your family.
But don't you worry. She started playing Super Mario Sunshine, the easier of the two.
Mario? I'm not even angry at you, Mario. I'm angry at this level because this is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit.
Many people think platformers are just kids' games for babies, or think it's a great place to start gaming. Some start playing after coming from FPSs.
Bad is my teammate, then he runs right by that guy.
Or MOBAs, thinking this will be easier, and thinking this way can be very easy. And most people end up getting bodied by games like Super Mario 64. And no, I'm not some expert who's going to show you all this speedrunning tech, but I do want to show the average player the steps to even learn how to play a platformer well. And let's be honest, I'm not even good at platformers. And to showcase this, I will be talking about games like Crash 4, classics like Super Mario 64, Donkey Kong Country, and even trash like Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero Mythologies and Darkened Sky. No! 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 Fuck! And everything in between. Now we're going to start from the first thing you'll see in any speedrun, your movement options. And there are many variations, from Mario 64's long jump, Crash's slide into attack, and even Mega Man X's dash jump. These are intended, just not expected by game developers to be exploited like we're going to move faster. Crash 4, without talking too much about the different masks, has basically two major movement options, all involving the slide. The slide with the slide attack, and the slide jump. When you hit the attack button after finishing a slide, it'll cancel an animation. And since the slide is faster, canceling the animation at the end stops the stand-up animation, in turn making you move faster. Now with a slide jump, that's one of the most important things you can learn, especially for Crash 4. You are able to slide off of a platform, but not fall off. But just like with the attack animation, you can cancel into a jump, which means you can skip platforms or turn these long jumps into easy jumps, skipping hard sections. And this is useful for everything from the first level to the very last stage. Now I know what you're thinking, that's only useful for Crash 4, but that's not true. This has been in games since as early on as Donkey Kong Country, and even Microsoft action platformers like Record. But Super Mario 64 is way different than those titles, because of the heavy momentum-based platforming. You have to manipulate your momentum and even your animations to get the jumps and the moves that you would like to. Like running forward and pulling back to get this animation, and then hitting jump so you can get your backflip, or while running, hitting duck to get the long jump, but waiting until you get into this pose to guarantee it. Now, every platformer, good or bad, will have a mechanical issue to work around. This is mostly for Mario 64's heavily momentum-based movement being kind of a problem. Is when you need to move forward and back. Sometimes you'll hit the back button and Mario will go around in a loop to turn around. You can work around this, like when I was getting this red coin here, by using your momentum going forward and then heading back, so you'll do the slide animation and turn around completely without going forward a bit. And a lot of old NES platformers and Super Nintendo platformers, you would have a delay when you'd press the button. And then after a bit, even a half a second later, you would get your jump. So a lot of times you'd have to get used to that. Even a game on the level of Sub-Zero Mythologies, you have the problem of not being able to see completely where you're going. Even the ability to turn around being incredibly difficult because it's a button press. In most games, you will have to learn how to manipulate and abuse some of these systems. In Sub-Zero Mythology's case, just fucking deal with it. Unless you want to start really learning how to manipulate spawn points while dodging obstacles you'll not be able to see. Or just don't play it. Even a game like Scooby-Doo and the 100 Frights, I can manipulate the double jumps to get around enemies, and on the ice level, even using the jump to control where I'm going instead of just going in the direction because there's ice physics. There's no ice physics in the air, so now I can choose where I'm going and not run into that giant creeper. Now I'm sure, even games like Bubsy 3D have their tech, but I don't need that shit in my life. I already sound enough like Pika-Me playing Mario 64.
So close. Oh, shut the fuck up, you shut the fuck up! I'm the fucking tired, not you, Mario! We're not family friendly today. Family friendly is dead today. D-E-A-D, dead!
In most games you'll have health, which allows you to take a certain amount of hits, but most people don't look at it as a resource. Most new to the genre try to avoid taking hits at all costs, to their detriment sometimes. But when you actually start to look at it as a resource, you can start using health and lives to get further. And let's start with Mario 64, where I can take the long way around, where I don't get hit by any of the lava, if done right. But I can also just take a long jump to the boss fight, taking one hit for 2 health, and since coins restore your health, you can do this as many times as you want. Other cases even being the Scooby-Doo and the 100 Scares, health is so plentiful that instead of using the stealth mechanics to get past, I could just say fuck it and take a hit or two, and even do risky maneuvers, jumping around or even over top of them. Especially because every enemy can drop health, but there's also another use for it. Specifically, Invincibility and iframes. In most games, to stop you from constantly taking damage from an enemy, they give you iframes, so you can't just get sloshed by enemies. Now this is usually in beat 'em ups and side scrollers, but we can use this to our advantage. You have a state where you won't take damage again after being hit. Now, being invincible, you can use this to get past really difficult parts of a stage. Like in Super Ghouls and Ghosts, if you jump up and take a hit, you can skip a quarter of the stage. In Mega Man X, you can use the invincibility to walk through enemies, skipping harder fights and harder platforming areas, specifically spikes, since they're an insta-kill whenever touched, but not when you have iframes. But when that runs out, you'll be instantly killed.
Oh, I didn't get my jump input.
But even in Crash 4, you'll be able to use the Bunga Mask to tank damage, making it so you're allowed to make one mistake per run, even making plans to make some of the platforming easier. Now let's start with sources you can learn from, be it your favorite Let's Player or streamer, or any gaming website, from GameSpot, IGN, or to my favorite GameFAQs. My favorite method being going in the game forums, because there's nothing better than a bunch of gamers having the same problem you are discussing how to fix it. Now this is good for everything from RPGs to even MOBAs, but for platformers specifically, I look up speedruns and 100% guides. Speedruns being one of the best to find out our first topic of movement options. I use this for the movement options I learned from Crash 4, specifically the slide attack canceling. And if you want to see the best uses of Mega Man X iframe usage, and if you want to see the best usage of iframes, definitely look at any Mega Man speedrun. This is the way I learned about Zero from Mega Man X4's hitbox on his spin attack. And one of the best tools you can have for platformers is your 100% guides. I've used them for Mario 64, getting all the boxes in Crash 4. Even using these guides to get all the heart containers and armor upgrades in the Mega Man X series. Even if I was streaming it. Now for a lot of people, they're probably thinking, it takes a lot of patience to get through all these games. It's not patience. It's perseverance. We can sit here and pretend that patience is the reason why you complete some of the harder games. But if you ever watch anything on this channel, or some of my live streams, you'll know that that's fucking bullshit. What really matters is perseverance and not giving up. I don't care if it's Mega Man X1, Darkened Sky, Super Mario 64. And fun fact, I tend to play Switch games at work, and even my boss has started to notice that I tend to not take losing very well. Probably because I dropped my $300 Switch on the table and called it a prick.
Oh, I didn't mean to break it. Oh, Dad, you broke the damn thing. No!
And after all that, I've still 100%ed Mario 64. Still 100%ed some of the levels of Crash 4. And after all of this, beating Crash 4. Look at this shit from Mega Man. Even Donkey Kong. And I still can't throw Bowser into a fucking bomb.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
But like I said, patience doesn't matter. It's all about perseverance. Keep playing, and eventually you can still win. Now, time to chill. At 100 likes, I will sit here and stream Bubsy 3D. And at 1,000 subscribers, not only will I play over Blood 1 now,
No!
I will also play over Blood 2 and review both of them together.